Oh, wow. Okay. So we are literally winding down the school year, just packing things up, doing the paperwork, all those things right now. And I know some of you might be done, and this week's segment of Classroom Management by Design for the Primary Teacher might be like, oh, we already went through this, but this would have been great a couple weeks ago. But so many topics came up at the end. This is where this one kind of fell. So if you are new here, I am Lauren Zwiegen. I am the founder of LessonPlanToolbox.com, where we help primary teachers master classroom management day in and day out through our membership, which literally is designed to give you very specific, unique strategies for your classroom. It is not a one-size-fits-all. It is not a PBIS style system. You literally tell us what you need. We give you the strategies and the resources to set you up for classroom management success, which encompasses all the things: systems, routines, student behavior, communication, all of it. So let's get started with this week's topic. So this week, we're going to be supporting teachers as they guide their students and, quite frankly, themselves through the emotional ups and downs of saying goodbye. We don't talk about this enough, right? We have to manage uncertainty and transition into the summer months. This is a topic that is so important, but gets just kind of pushed aside, I guess. So again, welcome back to Classroom Management by Design for the Primary Teacher, which is your go-to space for honest conversations, real-life strategies, and that deep teacher soul support we all need. Today's episode is one I think we all need as the school year is winding down. And again, it's what to do when emotions are running high, the goodbyes are creeping in, and both you and your students are holding back tears. Because let's be real, this time of year, it's more than just assessments and classroom cleanups. It's the season of big feelings, and sometimes they hit harder than we're ready for. And here's what most people forget. Our primary students might not know how to say, I'm scared to leave you. I'm going to miss you. I don't know what next year is going to look like. So what do they do instead? They act out, they withdraw, they become extra clingy or extra distant. They test your boundaries, or they cry over something so small. And it's not just them. You feel it too, because teaching is relational. And letting go of 20 plus little humans that you have poured your heart and soul into, it's not easy. It's gut-wrenching sometimes. So if your classroom feels extra tender right now, it's not a coincidence. It's the cost of deeply caring. Let's give you some heartfelt ways that you can support emotional regulation with your students and help them to transition in these final weeks without the overwhelm for them or yourself. The first thing we want to do is we want to make space for feelings, right? Without focusing on them. So not every student will talk about feelings, and that's okay. But what you can try is to add like a goodbye journal station with open-ended prompts. Let your students write letters to next year's class. I love that activity, and that would be my bulletin board I would have ready in May, ready to go for August. Then you could create a feelings thermometer or an emotional check-in for your mornings, right? Make it okay to feel joy and sadness at the same time, because both are true. The next thing you want to do is have read-alouds that gently guide transition talks, right? Books are amazing. Books give students a way to talk about things that they don't know how to say. Some of my favorites are The Invisible String by Patrick Karts. I know you all know this one. The Last Day Blues by Julie Dainberg. Another one I love is When I Was Little by Jamie Lee Curtis. And then this one you may not have heard of, but Goodbye House, Hello House by Margaret Wilde, another favorite. You could read one a day and then discuss what makes you excited about next year. What will you miss most about this year? What's something you want to remember about our class? And the third strategy you can use is create closure, not just the chaos, right? So you can make a class memory book with shared stories and drawings. Let the students build it. Give each student just a simple affirmation note, even if it's just one line. You might have beginning readers. It doesn't have to be very long. Then do a final circle of gratitude where your students say something kind to a peer. It's not just fluff. This is the emotional glue that helps your students feel safe moving on. And honestly, it helps you to move on too. I want to remind you of something that matters more than any checklist. Your students will remember how it felt to be in your room. Not the bulletin boards, not the tests, not the line order. They're going to remember your voice, your smile, your steadiness, your firmness, your silly Friday dance moves. And when it comes time to say goodbye, let the tears come if they do. Cry in the staff bathroom if you need to. Cry in the car. Cry when you hug that student who made massive progress this year. That's not weakness. It's evidence that you showed up fully for them. And as we've been doing, here's your affirmation for this week. I give myself permission to feel it all because this work is heart work. So whether you're ready for summer or aching to hold on a little longer, both are a-okay. You've done something beautiful this year, and don't forget that. If you found comfort in this episode, please share it with a teacher friend who's got all the feelings happening right now. Tag me at Classroom Management for Primary and tell me what moment made you laugh, made you cry, made you breathe deeper. If you need anything like a goodbye journal or some type of memory book template, please let me know. I'm happy to create the resource and share it with all of you. You are the teachers we are here to serve. Inside our membership, they have access to all of this and so much more. So, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. And as we say every week, until next week, teach, relax, repeat.